Excuse my demeanor, just the glamour life. You still not a player, you ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Buffalo Bills. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the now 30-year-old running back, LaShawn McCoy. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Completes it to Benjamin. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. It's complete to Jeremy Curley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Allen. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now McCoy. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And now they'll throw with Allen. And he's got his tight end, Clay. Touchdown, Buffalo. Charles Clay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Hauschka with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Detroit! Patriot! Here we go now! Boom!
Darnold from the gun. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Lucky 56. Here we go.
Now Darnold. But he's got a moonwalk. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. First down, Darnold. A little dump off for Corral. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Watch it now, Barney. Set. Green 39.
To the air again, Darnold. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Give him 30 yards there. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 32-yard line.
Gone! Here we go now. Green, 30.
Again, Darnold. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56. Here we go now. 3-19.
Darnold to throw again. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now a first carry for the former Cleveland Brown, Isaiah Crowell. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And it's caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you to the end zone and get you 6?
Yeah, and he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo. Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. But I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. To the air, Allen. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jordan Jenkins in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep to return it is Lucky Whitehead. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. New York set to take the field.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Green, 39.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Back to throw, Darnold. Going underneath for Crowell. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over at their own 20. And here come the Bills. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's Allen. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 32 that time.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A give to McCoy. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, here's Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Keep on the ground with McCoy. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
On second down, it's McCoy. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Philly, here we go.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Kelvin Benjamin, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. New York set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They begin with a run by Crowell. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Second down, Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
3rd and 2. Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
McCoy, and he's got room. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Oh, he's got it going early in this one. That's the Shady McCoy. That's vintage right there, right? Breaking tackles, creating explosive runs. And if they don't take care of this early, look out. This guy's going to have a big, big day.
You know where he got that nickname Shady, by the way?
I know you're going to educate me on it. Help me out.
Mama gave him that name when he was a youngster.
And if Mama named him Shady, we're going to call him Shady.
Absolutely. He finds McCoy. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jordan Jenkins in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Allen going to throw. They'll roll him out right. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Allen rolling to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
10th carry now for McCoy. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Slot, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jordan Jenkins in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Here we go. Now let's go. 3-19.
A first down throw, Darnold. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the lock. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is what I'm doing.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They go play action here on first down. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Green 39. Watch it now, Barney.
Allen now to throw on second down. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. This quarterback now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's first and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up second down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Leopard.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football and come give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Darnold now to throw. Complete outright to Kurz. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. He sets to fire deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Now Detroit! 19! All right, now, Lucky 56!
To the air again, Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Over! Watch him now, Barney!
Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch him now, Barney! Here we go now!
They run again with Jackson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, Lucky 56!
To throw is Darnold. And this is caught by Kurz. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. 3-19. Detroit. 3-19.
On first down, it's Darnold. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
All right, here we go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Buying time to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
This give is to McCoy. And he stopped immediately there. Darren Lee there to get him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Jets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. First down, Darnold. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Back now here on EA Sports. The Jets on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Over! Here we go now. Green, 39.
Here's Darnold. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over! 319.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Steps away to his left. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too. Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Leopard!
On play action, Allen. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Set! 319! 319!
Throwing now is Allen. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And now out come the Jets. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows a coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
No. Jack, Patriot! Detroit! Set! Blue landing!
Darnold on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage. they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. This complete to the tight end Clay. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Crowell. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
Detroit! Now let's go! Green, 39! Green, 39!
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back. The Bills' offense coming out, ready to take over. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Allen, he's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5.
No. Check. Patriot.
Allen now looks to throw. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he will have the 1st down here as he's up to the 15. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On 1st down, Allen. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Allen now on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive